S2G is one of those teams that will not back out without a fight. Oh, I thought this nade might just do it. Yes, it does. Confirms the elim. That's going to be a huge thing for them. Next Rüya. Still having the prime positioning inside this fight. And S2G having all the disadvantage in the world. This nade might be good. Oh, did not really make it to the mark.
What a call, though, from Next Rüya to be able to decide to take this compound towards that mid-game. They snatched it away from Fenerbahçe, now in this next zone, but they will have to defend it from two sides now, because here comes Furious pulling up.
Oh, dude, Furious Gaming as well. It seems like they want a little bit of piece of compound. So they as well is just going to be charging in. Next Rüya trying their best to defend this from two teams. S2G and Furious Gaming now. Next Rüya. They are one of those teams that are pretty good as well, so we cannot underestimate them for sure. But H2G realizing the same fact, and now they're also trying to push in a little bit more. This means Next Rüya are getting sandwiched, Dave.
S2G, they play this one so slow, so methodical. They recognize the push from the opposite end from Furious, and that was the time that they decided to make the collapse. And now it looks as if they might come on top, because Yakita really low in the health department. Below 50% HP, looking to pop one of these heals. But look at this, S2G, they're actually going to use this time to get a revive. So they're going to have 3 up here late game. That's huge.
Oh, he also lobbed in a nade inside the shack. That means Yakita will have to move out, and he does. Confirming the elimination as well. Next Rüya now eliminated out the game. Only top 3 teams left, Dave. Oh my god, I can already feel my adrenaline rush over here.
Look who's still alive from Nigma Galaxy, by the way. Look who's still alive, getting those placement points. Third place, 10 points confirmed. So that is huge, considering they have no elim points. But Stalwart, 11. Circle shift, listen, 11 elim points, okay? And now the circle shift, so they have that north to kind of play with and move around. Meanwhile, S2G, they're going to be locked behind these walls, so it's going to be a challenge for them to push out. And not only that, look at Stalwart. They're 2-2 split. They got 2 on the high ground, 2 in this dip, up close and personal. Looks like they'll be pulling back action here. They recognize their advantage, but 3 teams to go, Necro.
Yeah, I do like what Stalwart Esports is trying to do with your action. Of course, the man who likes to play on the front foot, and the rest 3 players are going to be on the back on the high ground. That means they're going to be having so much visual info to work with, as Stalwart Esports are just simply going to dominate it the way they're playing. If they don't make any rookie mistakes, without a doubt, Stalwart Esports will dominate this final zone. But H2G as well, they have 3 players alive.
And I like how you put an action in the front line, kind of that Terminator, that one that seals the deal, has their teammates above them playing oversight, making sure that they stay alive. And now it looks like they're going to be setting top down here, so they're going to be working in tandem. Timber was connected on Silas behind the tree. Oh, it all comes down to this for game number 1.
Oh, it all does come down to this. Every single player sweating inside the lobby. And so does Stalwart Esports and S2G. But S2G a little bit more pressure added on their side, as 2 players already taken out the game. And now Hamoudi as well. Seems like he's finally woken up from the
on that road, as long as they can avoid the sightlines from Nigma Galaxy, who have been, we have to say, they have been big chilling this whole game. What a position they called out, and what a position they claimed earlier on here.
Exactly, but I don't like the split coming in from Rauf. All the way separated out. I understand it's a 3-1 split, but still, in these kind of moments, you're not supposed to separate out, and that's what exactly I was saying, because soon there might be a lot of charge-ins, and Rauf, he does have the buggy underneath the water, but he got spotted, taking a lot of shots, and oh no! Steps out the buggy in the nick of time, but Infinity, here comes a charge in through from their side as well.
I did like the Rauf play, as long as they don't get taken out here, because to me, that's like the insurance policy. You send one into the water because you know water's in play, and you make sure that they stay alive. Meanwhile, use your numbers to your advantage. See, we need to see Freak, we need to see Lord, we need to see them be putting in that pressure to make sure that insurance policy in the water does stay alive, and they weren't able to pull that off here.
Oh, not anymore. The insurance policy gets taken away from them. Unfortunate team secret, but still, Nigma Galaxy, they have the man advantage inside this entire situation, and they can always turn it into a victory. Unless, again, they don't make any kind of rookie mistakes. Team secret, Shots the only man alive, but all it takes is that one little mistake, and Shots will get a huge chance to try and bounce back.
Another huge game too when we're talking elim points for these top teams. Alpha7, I saw 7 elim points. Nigma Galaxy 8 elim points, so they were able to really use that position, that compound in their favor. As Lord gonna be pulling up here, grenade, cooking it, looking to toss it. Let's see, will it be successful? Oh, Freak also going to water? I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, that's a questionable play from Nigma Galaxy. I don't know why they did that. Trying their best to take out shots, and finally a nade connects on the shots. As we mentioned, got him, a huge got him moment without a doubt, but now it's a 2-on-2 situation, and A7, they thrive in these moments.
They do. They do. Let's see, getting shot from the SLR. Now, just think about it. If they would have kept Freak alive, they would have had a 3v2 right now. But instead, Freak went into the water. Don't know why. Now they're down to just a 2v2, and this is Mafioso and Senatexa, two of the most consistent players from the West League.
Oh, using that bus as a movie cover as well. I do like what Hamoudi is trying to do here, but if Nigma Galaxy played things a little bit more safer, this wouldn't be the outcome. Yeah,
they're too
taken down a little bit too low.
Up.
Yeah, as you mentioned, 2 grouped up. There needs to be a little separation. There needs to be a little bit more info gathering, and I do like what A7 are doing. Senatex are trying his best to give as much as visual info as possible to Mafioso, and Mafioso slowly and steadily sneaking around the ridge, making sure his presence isn't being sensed by Nigma Galaxy.
Exactly. Senatexa has that hard cover. Senatexa trying to keep these sight lines to make sure Nigma Galaxy stay pinned down. Meanwhile, Mafioso quietly sneaking up within grenade range. Nigma Galaxy are on top of each other. There goes one. Now it's up to Lord to clutch this one out. Oh, was able to take out Mafioso, but Senatexa full sending it right now.
Oh, the reply is there without a doubt. And as you mentioned, Senatexa full sending it down the line. He does have the UMP to favor him in those close range combat. Senatexa is not going to fall back, but the problem is Lord doesn't have HP favoring him, and he is trying his best to heal back up, but Senatexa is just a little too aggressive.
Fact, they were going to get taken out. Jimmy, though, yeah, to your point, could play spoiler, but remember, Jimmy's by themselves, so Jimmy will not have any help if they do decide to expose their position. That's why I believe Jimmy's going to be trying to heal up right now. Currently 5 teams to go. Nigma Galaxy with 4. Next Rüya with 4. Everybody else down to a solo.
Oh man, Jimmy needs to move inside the zone, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be exposed doing so. And yep, as I mentioned, Freak spots a little glimpse, and that's going to be enough. Jimmy being taken care of, no out the game. Top 4 teams alive, Dave. And this is where it gets a little bit more intense. Next, Rüya taking little shots onto themselves. It's a 4-on-4 situation in here.
Yeah, 4 teams to go. Next Rüya, they are going to be tossing out some smokes to try to bridge that gap, get behind that hard cover of the boulder within grenade range. You're trying to connect these grenades onto Lord, who is doing the same exact thing. But look at over there on that off angle. Looks like Frozen trying to reposition. Freak is on their knees in a smoke. They're looking for that pickup. But this is going to be a solid 4v4 right here. And Moody, I love this spot. Talk about the intel that they're able to gather right there behind that boulder.
Oh man, but the pressure's on next Rüya without a doubt, because Nigma Galaxy, they just seem that they have so much confidence, also a little bit of high ground to work with, and they're able to turn it into a victory without a doubt. And now it's just down to the Infinity and DX Xavier, and they're just going for those heal battle. Okay, Dave, please, I do not want to hear it. I do not want to hear it, Dave. Just stay quiet, please.
Hey, talk about the heal. DX Xavier, Infinity, that's the strat, man. You're down to a solo, just heal it out for these placement points. And it pays off big time. I'm telling you. Look at the points. They're going to shift so much on the overall leaderboard because the 3rd place is 10 points and the 2nd place is 12 points. So this is exactly what these 2 squads needed here for the overall.
Oh man, exactly what these 2 squads needed. And finally,
dancing.
Finally, the final man is going to be falling down as well. And yeah, Nigma Galaxy, they just know, yeah, they're dancing at this point, just throwing a little bit of moves as well. You know, just yeah, this is the victory dance right there, ladies and gentlemen. And Nigma Galaxy are going to be your winners of the map of Sandhawk just in no time. He only has 2. Now the final first aid is going to be utilized.
Shout out the Freak right there. Nigma Galaxy, they got a 2nd place last game, a bunch of kills. They got 8 elim points this game in a winner-winner chicken dinner that nets you 15 points.
It's been a long time coming. And it's sad that Max hasn't predicted them for a chicken dinner, didn't get a single one in the East League, and now they're looking for one here in the Grand Finals.
I mean, what a place to do it as well. 4 rivals go for the crash. All 4 of them survive it. They will weather that first phase of the fight, but now is the hour that they will start to struggle. And there you go, the knocks start to come through thick and fast onto the team. Now 2 players standing as the building being held out effectively by next Rüya, with the third parties from DAMWON and the Infinity all looking this way. 4 rivals burning on up, and blank, I don't think Max would have wanted to predict them now.
Not at all. And this is the problem with 4 rivals. Their execution is shoddy. No one is tipping them for that. Next Rüya will be able to rebuff them there. Not sure what 4 rivals were thinking. They played so patient for so long, and then all of a sudden, felt like an adrenaline shot had been shot into their veins in that moment. They were ready to go, but go to hell they do. Now it's DAMWON Gaming versus the Infinity, as well as next Rüya. The Infinity able to still hold on this ridgeline, but like I said, those meds are limited. Fabian, but beautiful nade over the top jump.
I think everyone's meds are limited at this point. Blank nades have been flying for so long. Another nade actually does a lot of damage to Logan. If Sung can land another from this garage, it might be just that double knock, a crucial position, but Logan goes down as well, looking for more, and DAMWON Gaming swing out wide. Godtunny needs to be careful on this ridgeline. The nade gonna suppress them back just a little bit further, but Godtunny is on the fight. They're worried about the smoke. They haven't cleared this ground, but the swing is good. It's well principled here, and out wide he goes. Sung now knows the position, stops that res coming through, looks for the damage over towards Godtunny, peeking around the side of the vehicle, but not quite finding the licks. And Mela goes down in the meantime. Next Rüya still crunching down from the top side. DAMWON Gaming swing.
Really well played, DAMWON Gaming, holding off 2 teams at the same time right now. This is why they're playing it slow. They know they have to deal with next Rüya next, so they can't let them get out of this building. The smokes have been laid down at the moment, John, but can they keep these players concealed for much longer?
Logan gets up, but Godtunny goes down, and it's a 1-2 punch to take down the Infinity. DAMWON Gaming from South Korea looking to take on next Rüya, who, by the way, second place on the tables.
Nade.
They're going to be happy with this. A nice nade through the window. Doesn't matter really the result for next Rüya, but they do want more. DAMWON Gaming, though, too strong here in Rostock. 1 kill goes their way, and they're looking for the last as well. The sprays are out wide, and Fabian looks to put the nail in, but he's on the swivel. Frozen finds 1, looks for Sung as well.
As S2G, because they whiffed 3 nades, in which case, you know, Tigers in comes back with an absolute corker of a nade, gets almost 2 of them. 6-8, rocking up the position. I believe they only have 3 players alive. Now Top has to stop this one from coming through. Nice nade, though, begins the fight.
Gets a lot of damage action as well, bobbling one up towards Sunan. If he steps too close, could be dangerous. Top back and looking for some healing as well. Sunan doesn't have the info, but he knows where action is. Pushes around the side, allows him to get the gun out, but it's not going to matter. Sunan gets away cleanly, and Top now looking for some retribution as Na'Vi looking to enter the fight as well. Top has the spray, he's looking good, and he finds one more. Yu Yang, though, puts the final nail in the coffin, gets that final elimination. But in the meantime, Na'Vi have swept this hillside. They have control on the south.
Nova just down to Paraboy remaining. Final player for this team. It's the last guy you'd want alive as well. He has just been storming it throughout the East League, and now comes into the grand final. We're put down by Duck off in the distance. Deke Xavier hold out strong for a little bit longer, but it's Na'Vi who are starting to sweep now. And if there ever was a broom in the lobby, it would be Na'Vi themselves, because they leave Miramar clean.
So much sand everywhere. You'd think it'd be too difficult, but no. The boys of Na'Vi really strengthening their position now. You can see Tixi covering this angle. Yu Yang looking to get that healing off and will do so, but Tixi giving them the runaround. He has complete broadside view on Yu Yang. Needs to be careful of 33Z and isn't overstepping. This is good from Tixi. I like it.
Yeah, this is honestly a case of just holding back the rabid dog that we know Tixi can be, and just keeping them at bay. But now looks for at least 1 flush there. Another elimination on board. 33 goes out, but they'll finish him off, and now just 2 players remain. Now this is the Na'Vi that we want to see, and it's so frustrating watching Na'Vi at times, because we know how good they are, yet that fire, we just don't see it out of them sometimes. Most of the time we see that ember, and then suddenly a bonfire, and then back to an ember again. We'll see if Na'Vi can finish out this game, though I've seen stranger things happen on Miramar.
I mean, they started this game with, I think, about 12 points coming on through. So a chicken dinner here would be phenomenal to launch them up those standings, get them back in that conversation. DXavier with the duo, Duck and Lamborghini, hunkered down.
Keeping it quiet for the time being. Fingers on lips, trying not to make too much noise. I think Na'Vi has a clear idea of where they are, though, regardless of the amount of decibels these two players are putting out. And this is just going to be a slow, sad suffocation through for DXavier. All angles are now covered.
But they're not really doing anything. They're just trying to survive. Maybe they think that there's still other players alive, still other teams going.
Honestly, sadly, at this point in time with the circle we've got here, where DXavier have to move out into open ground, Na'Vi's playing this perfectly. They don't have to move. They can play outside of the circle as well because they know they have the entirety of the angles over on this eastern side, the western side, and the south side. They've cleared it all out. They know that there is only one location that DXavier can be. And I really like this. This is very, very surgical coming through from Na'Vi.
They're playing passive. And I don't see it going any other way than them just clenching this one down. They get the vision. Kitsune has the sideswipe. One does get taken down. Tixi felled. The Lamborghini low and does get knocked. Just ducked now. And they have the off-angle. Meku looks to wing out and have maneuver into the double digits on the LMs.
This is unbelievable stuff at the moment. The reigning champions looking like they deserve to reign here. Boosters on board, but not many meds. Realistically, these eliminations mean a lot more to Nova than you might think, because the actual loot they'll drop from these players is going to be incredibly important to Nova's endgame.
But look at this. Furious Gaming, in the meantime, they've taken control of this next circle. This next phase is theirs. Frankie, I wonder how many meds he has. Duck bleeds out.
Frankie remains now. We have a pretty clear idea of where he's hiding. Furious Gaming not opting to take any initiative here. Instead, just take the zone itself, which I guess is initiative in of itself, but they're not looking to clear out Nova as of yet. Very smart stuff here. Get behind the loot crate, get a bit of cover available for yourself, and put any other team in this circle in an awkward scenario, because they've got these forward scouts, they've got the members in the back that can play flank with some really good cover available to them. I think Furious Gaming is in a beautiful position.
They just have to leverage it. Bottom of the table's not where you want to be. As Frankie goes down. Another elimination. 13 total so far for Nova. I think with the guaranteed 12 points as well, they might just see themselves towards the top of the tables at the end of the first day. It's going to be close. Furious Gaming.
One way to end it. One way to end it, if you are the reigning champions, you want to be on top on that first day, strike fear into the hearts of the other teams. Strike fear they have. I mean, they've had their way with quite a few of them in this circle, giving them nightmares. Furious Gaming looking to be next, but with the skull as the logo, this is also a team to be feared from the west. They're giving up these back positions, though. I'm not sure about this.
They're looking to suppress this line, but they're allowing Order to get this sideswipe. They don't have cover on that angle anymore, Blank, as you say. They've given up that backwards position. Shots going both ways, and damage is good.
Order's running
breaks out, and he gets to the tree. This is crucial positioning now, Blank.
This causes so many problems in the pipeworks now for Furious Gaming. You can see them start to panic, throwing nades over towards the position, but he's too far out, and now Nova just need to creep their way in. Order has to wait for an opportunity, though. That's the big problem, because they're playing downhill. Circle doesn't really favor the guys from Nova. Happy goes extremely low.
And there's a smoke in their way now. They need to stop the push forward, sure, but one goes down on the front. Jimmy is traded out, but Pappy low as well. Gets that heal off the flush, and another knockover onto Paraboy. King and Order, the active players now for Nova. And two players from Furious Gaming fall. The nade over the top. It's going to be Molotov, but Order breaks out wide, looking for the angle. Order goes low, goes down, and King, a nade sent towards him, could be it, but it's a 1 versus 1. King moves forward. Nova looking to try and take the chicken dinner, close it down, but